Here's something the skincare industry would rather you never do the math on. You can get about 90% of the results a dermatologist would be proud of using products that cost less than a single fancy dinner. And there's an exact point on the shelf where spending more money stops buying you better skin and starts buying you nicer packaging. Today I'm going to walk you through the 5 levels of skincare, from the stuff that does the real work to the stuff you're paying a premium for, and I'm going to show you the precise level where the money stops mattering. Stick around for level 4 because that's the one quietly draining most people's wallets, and level 5 because it flips the whole thing on its head. By the end of this, you'll be able to look at any product at any price and know exactly which level it belongs to and whether it's worth your money. If you're the kind of person who wants honest skincare that respects your time and your budget, go ahead and hit subscribe, because that's exactly what we do here every week. All right, let's climb the ladder. Level 1, the foundation. This is the tier almost nobody gets excited about, and it's the one that does the most work. A gentle cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen. That's it, that's the base. And here's the part that should genuinely change how you shop. Sunscreen alone prevents more visible aging than any serum, cream, or treatment you will ever buy. Dermatologists agree on very little, but they agree on that. The wrinkles, the dark spots, the loss of firmness that people spend hundreds trying to reverse later, mostly sun damage that a few dollars of daily sunscreen would have prevented in the first place. A good cleanser and moisturizer at this level might cost you $10 or $15 total, and they are not meaningfully worse than the luxury versions. The money you spend here has the highest return of any money you will ever spend on your skin. The cleanser and moisturizer already sitting in your bathroom right now probably qualify. Level 2, the proven actives. This is where your skin actually starts to change, and it's still shockingly affordable. We're talking about the short list of ingredients with decades of solid evidence behind them. A retinoid, which is the gold standard for texture, fine lines, and breakouts. Vitamin C for brightness and protection. Niacinamide for tone and oil balance, and a gentle exfoliating acid, an alpha or beta hydroxy acid for smoothness and clogged pores. Here's the honest part. A well-formulated retinol or a bottle of azelaic acid costs around $15 to $25, and it will hold its own against creams that cost 10 times as much, because the cream that costs 10 times as much is very often using the exact same active ingredient. One quick note, because I care about your skin and not just your watch time. Retinoids and acids make your skin more sensitive to the sun, so they belong in your nighttime routine, and they're a big reason level 1 sunscreen is non-negotiable. If you're pregnant, skip the retinoids and check with your doctor on the rest. This is the level where real results live. And most people never even get here because they got distracted by level 4. Level 3, formulation and feel. Now we start spending a little more, and here's where it gets interesting, because the money isn't wasted, but it also isn't buying you dramatically better skin. It's buying you a better experience. At this level, you're paying for elegant textures that sink in instead of sitting greasy, for formulas that stay stable so the active ingredients don't break down before you finish the bottle, for fewer harsh fillers, and for products that are genuinely nicer to use every single day. And that matters more than people admit, because the best skincare routine is the one you'll actually stick with. If a $30 or $40 moisturizer feels good enough that you reach for it every night, it beats a $5 one you keep forgetting. So level 3 is real value. It's just a different kind of value than level 2. You're paying for consistency and pleasure, not for a miracle. Quick pause. If this is already changing how you think about that expensive product sitting in your cart right now, do me a favor and tap the like button. It genuinely helps this video reach other people who are tired of being upsold. And if you're finding this useful, subscribing means you won't miss the next one. Okay, level 4, the big one. Level 4, the prestige tier. This is it. This is where the money stops mattering. This is the world of luxury creams in heavy glass jars, exotic sounding extracts, patented complexes with names that sound like they came out of a laboratory, and price tags that run from $100 to several $100s. And here is the uncomfortable truth. The active ingredients in most of these products are the same ones you already met back at level 2. The retinol, the vitamin C, the niacinamide, the peptides. What you're paying the extra money for is the jar, the brand name, the fragrance, the marketing, and the feeling of holding something expensive. A $200 cream is not 10 times more effective than a $20 one. In blind comparisons, it's usually not meaningfully more effective at all. Now, if you love the ritual and you can afford it and it makes you happy, there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your beautiful jar. Just go in with your eyes open, knowing you're buying a luxury experience and not a scientific breakthrough. This is the exact level where more money stops turning into better skin. And most people spend their entire skincare budget right here, on the one level that gives them the least in return for the price. Level 5, the professional tier. And this is the plot twist, because this is where money starts mattering again, just in a completely different way. Level 5 isn't a shelf and it isn't a bottle, it's the dermatologist's office. Prescription strength tretinoin that's stronger than anything you can buy over the counter, in-office treatments like professional chemical peels, laser resurfacing, and micro needling done by trained hands. This is the only tier that can genuinely outperform a smart, cheap routine, and it can do things no cream at any price will ever do. It also costs real money, and it comes with real considerations, so it's a conversation with a licensed professional, not an impulse buy. But here's the whole point of the ladder. The money you spend at level 1 and level 2 is cheap, and it's the best money you'll ever spend. The money you spend at level 4 is expensive, and it mostly buys you a nicer jar. And the money you spend at level 5 is expensive, but it actually buys you real results because you've left the beauty aisle entirely and walked into a doctor's office. Spend at the bottom and spend at the very top. It's the expensive middle where the money quietly stops mattering. So, if you made it all the way here, you now understand skincare better than most of the people trying to sell it to you. The whole thing comes down to one line. The cheapest level and the most professional level are where your money actually works. The luxury level in between is where it goes to feel fancy. If that reframed the way you look at your bathroom shelf, tap that like button so more people see it. And I want to hear from you, so tell me in the comments which level you're on right now. Are you Team Level 1, keeping it simple and cheap? Team Level 2, riding the proven actives? Or Team Level 4, and ready to admit it? I read every comment. Thanks so much for watching. And if you want honest skincare that respects your money, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Because when it comes to your skin, the smartest money isn't the most money. It's the money you spend in the right place.